After a considerably long time, welcome back to the channel, Nabhan's World. It has been more than 3 months since I uploaded anything. What's the reason behind that? Well, there are actually two. The first one was my final term examinations were going on. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so of course studies must be given more time. But I am one of those children who study bit by bit all year long, so that they don't have to study like crazy one day before the exam or that stuff. I had free time. During that free time I was working on this. This is my handmade radio-controlled 4x4 off-roader. This video is dedicated to this. So let's begin. So there's actually a proper story behind this, from where and how I got motivated to build this. Before this, I was only making realistic models of planes, cars, sometimes even dinosaurs out of cardboard, glue, popsicle sticks, etc. My switch to mechatronics, which is basically a combination of electric and mechanical engineering, exactly what I'm interested in, has a proper story behind it. And that's what I'm going to share with you today, along with details of this car. Okay, now I'm going to share with you the story. So it all began with last year's science fair. I was really interested and I'm curious in the electric motor set that my friend bought. Me and him were assigned by the teacher to make a working wind turbine model. When he brought it over, he knew a little bit about the wiring. I didn't know anything at all. I was really curious. And before that, I thought that you could only find motors with ceiling fans, pedestal fans, water pumps, toys. But I didn't know that you could simply buy sets and use them for whatever you want. So I decided to spare my summer vacations for this, like research on motors and electricity. And during my research, when the summer vacations began, I also came across radio-controlled crawlers, which was actually 4x4 radio-controlled off-roaders. So they included this electricity, but there was a second major component in them: mechanical engineering. Well, the suspension itself is actually so complex that my research on electric and mechanical engineering continued even after the summer vacations. During my research period, I also ordered a lot of stuff like gears, motors, etc. to just try and get the project started. But because I didn't know that much, I suffered. Just because I didn't have enough knowledge, those turned out to be useless for me. But I knew that if I would continue my research and learn more, they would become useful in the future. Because there was so much to learn. I didn't know anything, and I had to know a lot of stuff before making my own radio-controlled 4x4 off-roader. I had taken many wrong decisions in between. 9 designs failed. The 10th design finally succeeded, and I called it the NS24 version 1. NS stands for Nabhan's Scrambler. Nabhan is of course my name, as the YouTube channel name implies, but Scrambler is meant to reflect its overall performance. You know, scrambling on the rocks and the terrain. And 24 comes from the year of creation, 2024. So NS24 is the name, and the version 1 was the first successful design. The performance was really poor. There was no way it was an off-roader. And as for the durability, well, multiple components just started coming off occasionally. It was not good. But I just decided to rebuild it. Does that mean an additional 8 months? Yes, the version 1 had taken roughly 7 to 8 months. But 7 to 8 months is a lot. But that's because it was my first time. But now that I knew so much, I had spent several months of research in the field of mechatronics. I knew quite a lot, and I was confident that I could make a version 2 real quick and a lot better, which I did. Here it is. This is a lot more durable, a lot better, a lot more powerful, a lot faster, a lot everything in the positive point of view. This one has actually exceeded my expectations. It's really impressive. So let's talk a little bit about how I've built this. This is made out of PVC. You know, PVC pipes? Well, I watched YouTube tutorials to cut a PVC pipe, heaten it up over a stove and flatten it out to make a sheet. Then you can cut out pieces of the sheet to make anything. Like you can see, all these pieces are PVC. As for the body shell, I've painted it blue, but these ones are the original white. As for the suspension links, they're not PVC. Like these sort of blocks, I don't know what you call them, like You've got these different types of shapes and different sizes of these, and it just gets inserted into this, almost like this. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I used a few of these. I made sure all of them were green so it's not like colorful. So the two suspension links are green, but as for both the axles, this third link is actually black and white. Yes, this is a 3-link suspension system. For off-roading, 4-link is more common, but 3-link does the work fine. 4-link offers better stability, but for me, the extra complexity of the 4-link suspension system was just too much. The front is inspired by the Ford F100, the grille and the circle headlights. These headlights actually work. I haven't got the battery right now, so I can't show you. And the battery is getting charged up. The brake lights also work. As for the gearbox, I have used 2 gearboxes and 2 motors for each axle independently. This had several advantages over the normal one single motor configuration of the ready-made remote control off-roaders. Because they were independent, like a gearbox and a motor only had to work on 2 wheels instead of 4, that means you had double the power, 2 motors and 2 gearboxes. Even though these were a bit smaller, but this is specifically the N20 gear motor. You can research, these are actually really good motors. They are really popular because they're so small, yet they are so powerful. So we are going to do this bit by bit. So first, let's see if it can make over this pillow. If it's an off-roader, it should. And it can. Moving on to the next obstacle. Here we go. Oh, this was actually quite easy, so yes, next obstacle. Oh, straight over, look. Actually can't go further. Here's the bed head. Yes, it's actually a bed. So yes, it has successfully completed the course. Now let's see it doing this course in one shot, not step by step. Here we go. Oops, oh. Oops. It has survived the fall. As for the overall durability, you saw how it fell. And it survived it. The suspension is the most sensitive part in this, and it's perfect. Look. Just look. Nice and sturdy. I am really impressed. And trust me, this is not a scripted fall or something. It was actually accidental. I didn't mean to throw it off the bed while making the video. And I didn't know it was that strong either. Honestly speaking. Well, now let's try again, and let's hope we don't throw it off this time. Oh yes, there we go, we have done it. Okay, so what happened last time was that we were going too much towards this side before it got out of our control and fell. Okay, so these are the most extreme obstacles that I can find inside my house. It has to perform outside actually to prove itself, but sadly it's rainy, and trust me, I haven't tested it myself. I'll make sure to have the camera with me when I'm first testing it out. This has open electronics, you can see at the back here. So if rain falls on these, you know what's gonna happen. Press the bell icon to get notified of the testing video. Let me tell you that this has actually got headlights and brake lights which work, and I'm going to do the testing at night time. It's gonna be night, it's gonna be pitch dark because this place is not that populated, so it will be all dark, only the faint street lights, and this will be depending on its own. It will be really thrilling, and I'm actually looking forward to it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and press the bell icon, like the video, comment down below. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.